there, it's Caroline, and today we are going to do the student observation form. So you're going to log into your account for the membership, of course. Then we're going to scroll down here to the blue student observations. Let's click on this so that it opens up the student observations section. And this Get Started is where you would have found this video. Adding a student observation goes right in the middle. That's what we're going to do in just a second. View My Observations lets you see all of the observations that you've done for up to 6 months. And Best Practices gives you tips on how to do the best student observation possible. So let's add an observation first here. And these links will take you back to the main dashboard or back to student observations. But we're going to start with Bo Peep first. We're going to do an observation for her today. And we're going to grab her pronouns. She's a firstie. And today's date, along with the time of the observation, are already auto-filled for me with the system, which I love. And it adds my full name and my title in here because I'm logged into the system, so it knows who I am right now. Place the observation is General Ed Room. I am giving her an observation because she's going through an initial evaluation for special education. There are 16 kiddos in the class, and there's one teacher. And at this moment, there is one parent volunteer. Thank you so much for them. They are so kind to volunteer. All right, now we start with the subjects that we're going to observe, and we're only going to put what's happening in real time. So I hit math, and you can see that the exact time right now popped up. So I'm not going to hit science unless we move on to science later. Same thing with all of the subjects. So I can come back up as soon as it starts, hit it, and it will clock that time for me there too. Then it's time for observations. I love doing student observations because I get to look for the off task and the on task, the positives and the negatives. So it's really just a kind of a fun time to see. So once I hit that add observation button, you can see that the time is ready to go. And I just pick which category I'm in. So maybe I see her right away asking for help. So I say that Bo Peep was asking the teacher to help her with the math work. Add that note in there. And then I'm continuing to watch. When I'm ready for another observation, I hit that button again. And this time I see that she is raising her hand, and it says that Bo Peep is raising her hand waiting for help. Okay, so add that in, and then I see that apparently she forgot that she needed help, and now she's gazing off, and we're going to say that Bo is looking out the window. And we're going to add that observation in there as well. You can see that it sorted the columns for me for the off task and on task. And we can keep going on this until, so let's say that Bo starts singing her nursery rhymes. Of course she does, right? Let's add that observation in there. And again, you can see they keep kind of rolling along here. But let's say, obviously we know that math's going to last more than 3-ish minutes, but let's say it's time for English now. You can see how the time popped up here for the start of English. And I'm going to go in here and say that, let's see, what's she doing now? She's fidgeting. Bo is playing in her hair and chewing on it. So we're going to add that observation. And then we're going to add another one because we see her right away. The teacher, she makes eye contact with the teacher, and Bo starts watching what the teacher is doing at the board. And you can make those as detailed as possible. Just complete sentences is the best. You can go back in and edit those if you made a mistake, excuse me, while you're going. But once you're done, we'll just pretend that we're done there. We hit that submit button, and it is going to take us to the grid. So you can see in the past, I did one for Miss Kitty, for myself, and now for Bo Peep. So we're going to open her PDF up here. It's going to pop up. Always make sure you've got those pop-up blockers turned off so the pop-up is allowed. And here's the paragraph that starts with what was going on when we were observing, and then the behaviors noted as 3 on task and 3 off task, and then what was happening along with my notes throughout here. Then the nice little grid showing the behaviors that she exhibited along with the frequency for each behavior. The very last page is always your You Did It page. Congrats on being awesome. And the link back to get back to the membership site for you to do more paperwork as you need to. So just a quick recap. When you are here at your student observations, if you need Bo Peep's observation ready to go again without adding a new one, just click over here. You'll see that grid again. And those were the 3 that I had in there already. If you want to edit Bo Peeps, you can click on the pencil right there and it'll pop up. And maybe I need to change that. Let's see, I need to edit that she wasn't asking the teacher, she was asking the parent volunteer. Usually if there's editing in these, it's because of a typo or something misspelled, but totally possible. You can hit update on this and it will update your whole form to look right. And let's see if that updated it for us here with our new, and yep, here it was. Bo Peep is asking the parent volunteer to help her with the math work. So there's your paragraph ready to go, your whole report done for that one observation for Bo Peep. All right, so good luck with student observations. I hope that you're able to enjoy them even more because that paperwork writes itself now. Good luck.